What's up, guys? T-Max here, and this is my first Q&A video. I just want to let you guys know I appreciate every comment you guys leave. You're so encouraging, and that I read them. I read all the comments, and I try to reply to all of them. So if I ever missed one of yours, I'm sorry, but I'm doing this video because I want to let you know that I read them. I care about you guys. They mean something to me, and I put a lot of thought into these questions. So enjoy. This comes from Corona Cosplay. What advice would you give people who are looking to start a YouTube channel? First, you have to establish what your goals are. Is it a positive impact? Is it fame? Is it money? Is it attention? Next, what is your niche? Is it motivational videos? Is it entertainment? Is it educational? What are your interests? Because you're going to want to make videos that you enjoy making. What are your talents? What can you bring to the table? Can you act? Can you sing? Can you play an instrument? Can you, I don't know, just stand there and look pretty? I mean, can you offer good advice? Can you offer financial advice or fitness advice? Can you make anything entertaining? Could you make making a tuna salad entertaining? Cooking? What can you do? What do you like doing? Some people just Google facts and they present them in an entertaining way. And that's their whole YouTube channel, and they're successful. Find out what you want to do, research how others do it, and do it better. Now, after you answer all those questions, you have to ask yourself, what software and equipment do I need to do it? What's your budget and your schedule? Do you have a job, school, family? Are you in a relationship? Do you have a lot of cats? Because you're going to need to prioritize. How much money do I spend on this? Do I have any money to spend on this? And that will factor into the software and equipment that you get to use. Also, I need to establish where this goes in my priorities of life. You know, my faith and my family and my relationships. You know, where does YouTube settle in this? Because then that is time management and time investment. Because you need a job to make money to eat, unless you live with your family and they don't make you pay rent or buy anything, then a job's not that essential. And especially if they're willing to buy everything for you, then you definitely don't need money for the time being, but YouTube doesn't pay for a long time. So just remember that. From Mr. Blade Rose. Hey man, so you answered my question in the stream, so it's not entirely a question, but I just wanted to say thank you so much for giving me good advice. I've really started implementing your advice and it's really starting to help me. But anyway, my question is, what gives you the motivation to just sit down and say, I'm gonna record today? Lol, I know you've told us your inspirations and reasons, but as far as actually doing it on a daily basis, I'm really curious. Thanks in advance. Not quite sure what emoji that is. It's like a happy cat smiley. My overall inspiration and my daily inspiration is the same thing as that, and it's that to make a difference in either one life or many lives. To encourage people to meet their potential, to inform you that you're capable of anything and everything, and that you're not what the world says you are, but that God made you, and that He does not make trash, but that He makes works of art. Thus, you are God's work of art. You are God's masterpiece. You are loved, you are one of a kind, and you deserve happiness. And I want to take that message of love and positivity and share it one person at a time all throughout the world. I want my life to count for something, and being able to talk to so many people at once on YouTube and encourage them and spread love and Christ's love and positivity, that keeps me going because a big impact can come from that. Fish Frenzy asks, my question is, what do you want from YouTube? E.g., like, what is your dream of YouTube? Sub goals, etc. Positivity and love and encouragement and all that good stuff. Lumo Mora or Lamamora asks, how has trying to get a nursing job coming? Okay, when you asked this question, which was, you know, during the vlog that I kind of started this Q&A, it was not going good. I had applied to over 30 jobs from I don't know how many companies and hospitals, and nobody was answering back unless it was to reject me. But I just got 2 job offers. One from a place called Fresenius, which is like a worldwide dialysis company, and another from Wellstar, which is a company they're a hospital company and they're buying campuses. They have 5 and they're about to double that within a year or so. So they're growing locally. So I had to really decide, either I drive an hour away to Fresenius or I drive 10 minutes away to Wellstar. And I was just kind of balancing the pros and cons, but I chose Wellstar for several reasons. It's a hospital, so I think maybe they have more resources. Instead of just dialysis, the floor that I will be on, or that I hope to be on, will be several different things. Literally, if you're standing at the nursing station, every direction you turn from that point is, one side is diabetes, another is rehabilitation, another one is vascular telemetry, and another one is med surg. So it's just a bunch of stuff going on. So I'll get a lot of experience in a lot of different things. So yeah, and I start February 29th. They'll put me in like a personnel development unit, which is like training me. I'll be there for maybe 4 to 6 weeks, and then they'll throw me on the floor and I'll work full time. I gotta put my old man eyes to see this one. Sean Mihan asks, I hope you get a job, but just in case, I make sure not to skip ads. Smiley face. Thank you. Thank you, Sean. Q&A. You may have mentioned this before. How did you meet Angel? For those who don't know, Angel is my girlfriend, and our story is crazy. We've passed each other our whole lives. Countless missed connections through the years. But eventually, about 8 months ago, we started going to the same church at the same time, and we talked and we hung out and just fell in love. For the whole story, here's the videos, and it's a 2-parter, so make sure to check that out for a more thorough answer. AirDude447A. Are you in the Illuminati? If you are, I guess I should expect to be assassinated soon. But AirDude asks, my question is this: why do you want to become a nurse? Well, I wanted to make a positive impact in the world, but I didn't have my YouTube at the time, so I thought, how can I do that? And it came to this: when people are hospitalized, they're very vulnerable. They're sad, or they're hurt, or they're angry, or confused, or even hopeless. And I wanted to be there for them. I wanted to make an impact in people's lives, even if, one at a time, to maybe offer advice. I mean, besides just taking care of them physically as a nurse, to offer advice or pray for them or just be there for them. Because touching one person's life, one at a time, is still touching somebody's life. It's making a positive impact on somebody. And there's no telling how that could impact them, that they could go out and impact somebody else or a whole bunch of people. Which is the life lesson: always be kind and giving, because you never know who you're talking to or who that person may become. But now I get to do that one at a time on a personal level, and I get to talk to all you guys on YouTube. And that's awesome. So I'm doing very personal stuff with them, and then I'm doing less personal, trying to be as personal as I can, like answering your questions and replying to your comments on here. So locally and worldwide, which is awesome. Conrad Halsman asks, how long have you been editing videos, and how long does it usually take you to edit one video? How long have I been editing videos? Well, I knew nothing about it until about November of 2014, because that's when I got my car wreck, and then I got some money from that car wreck, and I used that money to buy my setup and buy Adobe Premiere, which is what I use to edit videos, and then started researching it. I was working at Starbucks, and I was going to ABAC for nursing, and both those things just make for like no time. And then in June of 2015, I started dating Angel. Big blessing. She's one of the biggest blessings in my life. But she is a relationship, and if you want a relationship to work, you have to invest in it. And so my priorities, I could have time managed better, and so I didn't spend much time on it during that summer either. And then it led back into 4th semester of nursing when the summer was over. So I've never had much time, or I've never spent much time into it. Not as much as I could have. But to answer your question, November of 2014, I think. Now, how long does it take me to edit one video? That's a tricky question, because every video is different, every project is different. It really depends on how long the video is and what I'm doing with it. If I'm just cutting the video, I'm cutting out the boring parts and keeping the highlights. And I have kind of developed a method to do that. For instance, if I'm playing like a free roam game, like Shadow of Mordor or Dying Light, something like that, to where like, here's an objective, and or here's point A and here's point B, and it's going to take me some time to get from here to here, I won't say anything. So in the voice waves during editing, if there are none because I was silent, I know to just skip all of it and cut it all out. And if something funny happens to happen along the way, I'll say something so I know not to skip it and to include it. So that really cuts down my editing time, and that's just a little tip from somebody who's edited over 200 videos, which is not the most in the world, but I edit like 10 times more than a lot of people on YouTube. Literally, I'm not even bragging or boasting or anything. That's just the facts. Because I cut my videos a lot so that they're good. But if you're just cutting it, doesn't take much time if you know what you're doing. But if you're doing text effects or color effects or, you know, things going on, yeah, that takes time. But the more experience you have, the more practice you have, the faster you get. And looking for shortcuts and ways to be more time efficient, always a good idea. But video editing is annoying and is very cumbersome, and you have to have perseverance, persistence, and drive to just get through the project without, I don't know, breaking something. But a rough estimation, I don't know, when I'm really cutting something, it may take me about 6 minutes for every minute you watch. So if it's a 5-minute video, it may have taken me 30 minutes to edit, maybe 15 minutes to record, and the thumbnail may take me anywhere from 5 to 30 minutes, depending on how much I'm doing with it, or if I'm experimenting and trying to learn something new. Well, guys, that's about it. Thank you so much for all your questions and all your comments. If I didn't get to yours, I'm sorry, but I will get to it in the next one. I've already looked at all of them and, you know, got the answers in my head, so they're there. Just wait on it. And if you have a question that you didn't hear on this video, make sure to leave it in the comments and I will answer it. Well, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you know that I appreciate everything you do, and that's why I do this, to let you know I see your comments, I care about you guys. I want to let you know that, and that's why I do this. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, make sure to leave a like and subscribe for more. And until next time, T-Max out.